Hey guys, welcome to the Intro to Safety briefing, or your intro briefing to your MiniGP Academy formal training video. This video is to give you guys a little bit more information about safety and about the protocols that we run at the racetrack, at the go-karting facilities, or anywhere else that we're putting on our formal training. The thing that we really want to express here is you've turned up and you or your parents have paid a lot of money for you to come to a formal training space. What that means is the goal here for you guys is to either learn some new skills or perfect and work on the skills that you already have. What that means is you need to be actually riding at not the fastest pace that you can go. For you to be able to make a change or improve something you're doing, you cannot ride at 100% speed. The best guys in the world in MotoGP, they go out and they do training on flat track and dirt bikes. And the reason, or mini GP bikes as well, the reason they use those three styles of bikes for training is they're much slower than obviously a MotoGP bike. They can perfect their techniques in a more controlled environment, or they can work on something specific in a little training track package. You guys are here all to do the same sort of thing, which is learn or develop your skills. So what that means is when you are out on the track or wherever we're training in the training environment, you need to leave some room, leave some speed on the table. What that will enable you to do is actually focus on the new skill that we're working on, or have some more mental capacity to make a change to what you're currently doing because the classroom teacher or the on-track help has seen something that you could improve on. What that also means is when you're on track with other riders, we need to give other riders space because they are doing exactly the same thing as you. They are there to learn. They're not there to race you or to try and beat you into the corner. Therefore, our passing rule at our formal training academy is you can pass anywhere on the racetrack, but you need to have at least 1 meter of space between you and the other rider at all times. That's when you start overtaking, halfway through the overtake, and at the end of the overtake. 1 meter is the width of the bike. So when you pass someone, there should be enough room for a whole nother mini GP bike to be in between you and the rider you're passing. If you touch the other rider while passing, you have gone too close. There should be no touching at all when it comes to passing a mini GP bike or rider. If you do end up touching another rider or you continually pass and don't leave 1 meter of space, then the course controller is our chief safety operator. All the flag marshals have radios and they will see the pass or see the room that you're not leaving. All the bikes that you ride have numbers, or if you're on your own bike, you'll stand out being on your own bike as well. This will get reported to the course controller, and what will happen is you will sit out the next riding session and you will watch everyone else ride because you are passing too close. If dangerous riding or close passing keeps happening by an individual, then that person will be asked to leave the formal training day. Safety is our biggest factor here. We really want everyone to be safe, and we want everyone's environment to be a learning, inclusive, fun environment. If when you're trying to try a new skill, you keep having someone overtake in a dangerous spot or come too close, it's really hard for you to focus on your own riding. We have a phenomenal safety rating at our formal training events, and at the moment, we've not had one person crash during our formal training event. We want to maintain that statistic of no crashes. We didn't even have someone run into the grass at our last training event. All the riders were absolutely phenomenal. As per all of our events, if we have a rider come down or fall, then the session will become red flagged. Sometimes this happens, it's not your fault if you have a fall, and what we want is for the rider to be checked out straight away. So if a rider goes down, it'll be noticed by the flag marshals or the on-track help, and you will see the red flag come out, and that will end your session. We will bring everyone back to the pits, and we will decide then and there whether we're going to send people back out because there's still more time in the session, or the session might be over because it was very close to the end of the session anyway. So if you see a rider down, know that it's time to slow down and the session is probably over. We're going to give a proper flag and brief at the event. So we'll go through all the flags and what they mean in person every time you come to a formal training academy. But I want you to know that if you see a rider go down, that means your session is over for the formal training, and we're going to bring everyone back and re-grid everyone up, or send you back in and we'll refurb for the next session. Thanks so much for looking at this video. This is for the juniors, this is for the riders, and obviously parents, if you've got any questions or concerns about safety, then please bring it up with myself or our course controller. The course controller for each day is the Chief Safety Operator and Chief Safety Officer. So their sort of word is final. If you have any safety concerns, those are the two people you should bring it up with, or anyone that's wearing a MiniGP Academy shirt who's one of the workers today. Thanks again, and we'll catch up with you guys all soon.